What's up, everybody? Today we are taking a look at yet another Hiya Toys monster from King of Monsters. This one is the Emerald Titan version of Mothra. Now, as you know, I just started to get into the Hiya Toys game, and I have reviewed Kong and a couple Godzillas already. I don't really have a lot of Mothra toys in general, so this is going to be an interesting one. It's my first time looking at a King of Monsters toy from Hiya. I actually really want to get their Ghidorah, but I'm waiting for the Gravity Beam version, the new one that's coming, so I'll be reviewing that one instead of the one that's already out. But I definitely want to stack the collection of the King of Monsters characters like Mothra, and also, of course, spoiler alert, she's back in GXK. Starting off with this box. It's a very small box. You're gonna set you back around 60 Canadian dollars. I'll get to the pricing in a little bit, but this is a relatively small box, so it should be easy to spot. We have the colors here that matches the color of the Mothra figure pretty well here. I mean, the emerald color-esque they're trying to go for there is pretty solid, if I do say so myself. We got the Monsterverse and Hiya logos in the back, or in the corner. And then we have some of the other stuff here. Here's the top, here's the side, here's the other side, and then here is the bottom. You know, it's pretty much the same throughout the whole box. And here is the back with all the info. Another shot of Mothra flying around, and we have all the socials and all the other bits of information. So that being said, let's crack this box open and take a look at the Mothra figure that resides inside. And here she is. A very small figure, but that makes sense because Mothra is a pretty small Titan naturally. Now, I have some old Mothra toys from like NECA back in 2021. I sold it now, I don't have it anymore, but back when I had it, and I did videos on it too, I remember saying that the wings were too heavy, and I think Hiya has that same issue here. Now, it's been a minute since I've had a Mothra figure, and this is Hiya quality, and obviously Hiya has great reputation with their quality. It's kind of hard to make a very solid, sturdy figure with her anyways, just because she's a giant butterfly pretty much. Granted, her main body is ridiculously small compared to the wings, and she has like 2 pairs of wings, but keep in mind this was 70 bucks. A bit pricey, if I do say so myself. It was 60 for retail, and then plus tax and everything almost set me back to 70 bucks. So, and ultimately I felt like I'm holding a $20 or $40 figure instead of 70. The wings are very, very nice to start. Like, I love the emerald colors going on here, and it makes the wings look really beautiful. I mean, this is supposed to be her like cocooning from the waterfall. They really show the beautiful light, the holiness, I guess, that they're trying to go over, the majestic aura you get from her, and it definitely shows here. Now, granted, if they're going to do a GXK Mothra, it will probably be this mold, but recolored to like a more movie accurate color to what she looks like in GXK, and I definitely would love to see that for sure. The smaller wings have similar colors as well, but it's also a bit darker, if you can see, which is pretty good. And then the main body is entirely emerald, mostly. It's like dark green most of the time. The legs are pretty dark as well, and I don't think the legs are articulable. Now, in terms of colors, she's pretty much just emerald with a bit of blue on the wings, and that's it. And it looks really nice, don't get me wrong. I do think the colors work well. It contrasts with the black pretty well as well. But there's not much going on the main body, because all the focus is put up on the wings. So, good thing, bad thing? I don't really think so. Now, articulation, obviously you can articulate the big wings. You know, you can fold them up. You can spread them wide as she's soaring through the skies. There's great articulation there. There's also some articulation in the smaller middle wings as well. But apart from that, you can move the legs, you can move the arms, but they're very, very fragile. This is such a sensitive spot that I feel like you know, if you twist it too hard or you move it too aggressively, it just snaps, and that would obviously suck. So it's a great figure, but it's also very delicate. So the articulation must be dealt with extreme care, in my opinion. But apart from that, that's pretty much it for the figure. There's really not much to say because there's not much going on. It's a pretty solid figure. It's tiny, it's lore accurate, but just knowing in the back of my mind how much I paid for this, yikes, it definitely felt like it could have been cheaper. And to give you a scale of exactly how small is she, well, here's Godzilla. Yeah, pretty small. I feel like I'm getting similar vibes I got out of SH Monster Arts and NECA with this one here. So, being my first high quality Mothra, it's better than what I've seen from NECA. I don't have the SH Monster Arts Mothra, so I can only compare it to the NECA one. And I definitely can say Hiya did produce a higher quality figure here. And most importantly, they provided a customizable stand. So they have a base plate here, which has a total of 9 spots where you can stick the stand. And the stand is retractable. You can see it's so adjustable. It's like, I don't want to call it a ball socket, but you can move it to different places. You can really customize how you want to display your Mothra. And the point of it is obviously to hold Mothra up, have her fly. And this will look fantastic on store shelves. And obviously if you're displaying this in your collection, this will give so much variety to it. So I'm glad this is included, and I'm glad this was included in the price as well. This was $70 once again. I want to reiterate that. And yeah, you know what? It's a good thing they included this because this made the price somewhat appropriate. Also, they included these 2 transparent H-like pieces. They look like the letter H. I'm not entirely sure what these do actually. There's no instruction book that came with this set, so I don't even know the purpose of these things. I've experimented around it. I just couldn't figure out what they do. But I do know what this does, and this, you know, obviously this was included. The little clip at the end, you gotta attach that onto the stand, and then that will lightly hold up your Mothra. Unfortunately, it's not really secure. Maybe that's what those H pieces are for, but I can't figure out the attachment point. The idea is to have Mothra be airborne. They want you to have her airborne, not just landing on the ground like that. So the idea with the stand, it's just, you just gotta find the right balance. You find the balance, you can have her on display without her tumbling, even though I'm clearly struggling right now to land at. I really wish there was an instruction book or an instruction sheet just to give you an idea of how to operate it. Like, I don't know what these clips do, these H clips. So I guess this is the final pose I'm gonna have her in. Sure, that's the purpose of the stand. So yeah, you know what? It's a solid quality. I mean, Hiya, like I said earlier, is building a good reputation with the quality you get out of it for a decent price. Now, Mothra's case, I don't know about decent price. It's definitely on the price you're in. 60 retail is, yeah, I was expecting 60 to be a scalper price, but no, it was retail. So it's a bit pricey, in my opinion, because you have Godzilla, which I guess the price is somewhat appropriate, but Mothra's case, I don't know, she just feels smaller, so I don't think there was a need to up the price to that value. Other than that though, I love the customizable stand, I love the look that they've went with for the Mothra as a whole. That emerald color contrasting the blue and the black is a good mix, and this really captures that scene where she rebirths from the waterfall very, very well. And they also have different versions of Mothra coming. I want to see a GXK one, but I will also be reviewing the other King of Monsters one where she has the orange wings, which you can see. I don't know when that one's coming out, but when it does, I will definitely give it a try, and I'll purchase it and let you guys know what I think of it. So what do you guys think of this Mothra? Hiya Toys quality. Again, this is all prep work for the GXK stuff that's coming. I'm very excited to see what the Shimo and the female Muto. But this Mothra, pretty strong start. It has its flaws, but it's pretty strong. So out of 10, I'm gonna give this Mothra a 7 out of 10. You know, if they can figure out a way to explain to you how the stand exactly works, or just have you use your imagination, you know, I would just having an instruction sheet would help. Not everyone's gonna need it, you know, it'll be nice just to let you know, give you the idea of how it operates, how the stand works with this Mothra figure. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And of course, check out my Godzilla and Kong reviews if you haven't already. And of course, I will be doing more in the future. For now, I'm signing off, so we'll see you in the next video.